Right, here we go. Helga versus Andre Cruz versus Wayne Evans. It's a big triple threat to open up the first match of Season 2, featuring the Road to Glory briefcase holder, who's now finally got his custom briefcase, and two former world champions, a former world all-star champion in Wayne Evans, who of course beat Max Black for it before losing it to Noah Morrison, and Helga, who beat Kim Min-ji for the MCW World Championship before losing it to MD Silver at Final Destination, who will be featured in tonight's main event in a championship unification match of the All-Star and the World Championship to create the complete MCW World Championship. Okay, so the camera angles do actually work. I'm actually really like the fucking presentation of it. This is so much cooler. Thank you, dog. You have no idea how hard it was to make this arena, because arenas were so broken for the first month of the game. Andre Cruz going for the pin. One. And a kick out at one from Helga. Helga sweeping down the leg of Andre Cruz, now pounding on top. Down. And immediately taking the kendo stick to Andre Cruz. And going for the pin. One, two, a kick out at two. Evans looking to take taking Helga in the corner, while Andre Cruz is right there with the sit-out powerbomb into the pin. One, two, and a kick out at two from Wayne Evans. Helga reversing, throwing Andre Cruz into the corner, now running with the knee. And Helga looks like she's going to be targeting Wayne Evans here, going for the arm, but Wayne Evans gets a punch up and jumps on top of Helga, raining down the punches. And a lovely, it looked like a springboard spear from Wayne Evans to take down Andre Cruz as he starts to feel himself in this match. And Andre Cruz with a quick kick to the shin. And goes for the flying heel kick, but it is broken up by Helga. Now targeting the arm. Going for the pin. And it's broken up by Wayne Evans. He picks up the kendo stick. Tries to take it to Andre Cruz, who's just too fast. Goes for the springboard kick to the face of Wayne Evans. Goes for the pin, but Helga breaks it up almost immediately. Helga once again targeting the arms. The back suplex. One, two, and a kick out at two from Andre Cruz. And a big running clothesline from Wayne Evans. And now the strikes, the backhand. Goes for another slingshot spear, but not enough distance on that to connect with Helga. And a reversal from Wayne Evans. With the front slam. As he now looks under the mat. Brings out the baseball bat. Hits Andre Cruz in the head. Time upon time again. And throws Andre Cruz into the ring post. And Helga biding her time in the ring, but gets out now as she sees that the fight has no expectation of going back to the ring. Another choke slam onto the side of the apron. Goes for the kendo stick, but Wayne Evans rolls out the way. Picks Helga up, takes her to the barricade, and plants her against the steel. Raining down the strikes. Wayne Evans is kind of completely in control so far in this match. Taking the kendo stick, but is not paying attention to Andre Cruz behind with a lovely twisted neck breaker. Realising Helga is an immediate threat, starts prioritising his attacks towards Wayne Evans. Now goes after Helga, but Helga with the reversal gets the kick to the stomach. Throwing Andre Cruz into the barricade, and Wayne Evans creating some distance. And a ring sent on. Blood thinks he's in Karate Kid. And Helga trying to dodge Wayne Evans' manoeuvres as much as possible. Throwing Helga into the ring, but flattening Wayne Evans on the ringside. As now Andre Cruz, for the first time in quite a while, all three competitors in this match are in the ring. He's now top rope. Goes for the high kick, but Wayne Evans dodging it. But Andre Cruz not taking that as an answer. Flips him over. Goes for the pin. One. Kick out at one from Wayne Evans. Helga with the leg twist. Sees Wayne Evans coming from the corner of her eye with that kendo stick. Punch to the gut of Wayne Evans. Wayne Evans though dodging the grapple. Returns some kicks to the back of the thigh. And Wayne Evans has got Helga up with a side slam. Goes in for the pin now. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Helga. It was nearly all over. Wayne Evans nearly victorious. Wayne Evans locking in a submission here, but it's broken up by a sledgehammer from Andre Cruz. Helga rolls right back up though. A Hurricane Rana from Andre Cruz, who goes for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Helga once again. What a match between these three. Wayne Evans bringing in the steel steps. Of course, Andre Cruz saw it coming. Predicts Wayne Evans perfectly. Knows exactly what he was going to do. Throws the chair right at the skull, but Helga not letting these two get any level of momentum without her say so. And Helga locking in the armbar here, but it's on the outside of the ring. Even if Andre Cruz taps, it's going to mean nothing, but he doesn't tap anyway and breaks the hold. Goes to throw Helga back in, but it's returned by Helga, who throws Andre Cruz into the ring. And a springboard lariat from Wayne Evans to Helga to send her down. And throwing the steel steps at the face of Helga. Now in for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out again from Helga. You can see the limp body of Helga struggle, almost like it was out of muscle memory, and Wayne Evans planting Helga, but Andre Cruz is there to break it up. He goes for the kick to the chest to Wayne Evans. Wayne Evans counters, throws Andre Cruz into the corner, trying to rally with the crowd, but Andre Cruz gets the elbow up. Helga now with the roll up here. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Wayne Evans would have broken up anyway. Andre Cruz rolling to the outside to create space for himself to catch his breath. A Pele kick variation there from Helga. The big forearm. And planting Helga once again. Wayne Evans running in for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 again from Helga. She will not go down. Wayne Evans clearly with the frustration. Hitting the kendo stick, sees Andre Cruz. Andre Cruz goes for the springboard but doesn't get the distance. Pushing Andre Cruz into the corner to create space. As he now runs from one corner of the ring to the other. But Andre Cruz gets the elbow up. Andre Cruz planting Wayne Evans down, goes for the pin. But Helga's there to break it up at 1. As Andre Cruz planted down, into the heel kick, into the pin. 1, and it's broken up by Wayne Evans. Andre Cruz thrown to the ringside. Fights in back off. Goes for the springboard kick, but Andre Cruz once again ducking in time. Wayne Evans, ducking in time. My apologies. Andre Cruz going for the chair shot. Doesn't get the distance. Wayne Evans wrestles the chair from out from under him. Takes Andre Cruz into the corner. Helga rolling outside the ring, catching her breath, which is to be expected considering the war she's been facing so far. Power slam onto the mat. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Andre Cruz. An incredible battle between the 3 of the biggest stars in MCW. And Andre Cruz jumps back into the ring. Helga now starting to get some rally behind her. And Andre Cruz goes for a springboard moonsault. See, doesn't go for the pin though because he sees Helga right there. Helga going for the quick pin, trying to steal it. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Andre Cruz. I think Helga either knew that wasn't going to win her the match, but just wanted to take advantage and stop Andre Cruz from being able to capitalize from the moonsault on Wayne Evans. And one thing we have not yet seen is Helga do an armbar in the ring. You see her do it once outside the ring to Andre Cruz. Dodge of the grapple from Wayne Evans. And once again, Wayne Evans looking to plant her, but Helga fighting her way out with the elbows. Targeting the arm as we know her to do. And Andre Cruz with the sit-out powerbomb. This could all be over here. Helga's foot taken a lot of damage. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Helga. The resiliency from the submission specialist from Germany is insane. Andre Cruz now trying his best to get the pin on Wayne Evans, and Wayne Evans kicks out at 2. And Wayne Evans planting Andre Cruz. That could be it. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. But Helga wasting no time to seize her opportunity against Wayne Evans. Goes for a big boot, but it is missed. Going for the heel kick on Helga, but can't capitalise. Wayne Evans hits him with the sledgehammer, taunts him, takes the sledgehammer more to Helga, throws it down, tries to steal the pin from out from underneath Andre Cruz. 1, 2, 3. Wayne Evans pins Helga to win the first match of Season 2. What an incredible way to start off Season 2 with the mercenary Wayne Evans standing tall. Literally approved when you submitted it, remember? So it's all good, genuinely don't worry about it. I think this was also the theme he used for like the shortest stint outside of the World Cup theme. So like, it's not really that important. A nice roll up there from Maya. 1. Okay, kick out before 1 from Eric Revenant. Springboard moonsault from Eric Revenant. And Maya Dragomir taking the fight now to Eric Revenant, of course, who is the more experienced man in this match. Also, Doug, I have a quick question for you, by the way, over Eric. Because I noticed something when I was, like, downloading cores and such, right? Was Eric Revenant a commission that you paid for? Like, his new attire? Because I noticed that there was an Eric Revenant on the store, on the CC, that was uploaded before yours by someone else. And I just want to make sure if it was a commission, or if you just, like, straight up stole someone else's core. Yeah, I couldn't get the look over. Oh, so it was a commission. Okay, that's fine then. I just needed to make sure you weren't just going on stealing other people's cores. A pinfall here from Eric. 1. Kick out at 1. Yeah, Maya didn't capitalise on that moment where she could have striked Eric Revenant on the back, but you could just put that down to, you know, newbie nerves. You know, new surroundings. A new crowd. Also, you know what I hate? I don't like that in arenas when you do universe mode, they never actually save the referee settings that you put. Because I'm set to have the referee, you know the referee that just dresses in all black with no, like no, what's it called, logos. That's the referee that's supposed, like that's the referee I went with. But for some reason it always just shows referee with WWE logo. Planting Eric Revenant's face onto the concrete on the outside to show things not doing anything. Oh, yeah, that's what I meant, sorry. But either way, it's weird that they don't save. Because everything else on the show stuff saves. It's just that doesn't. Planting on the fight to the outside. No surprise that these two are going to try and... I mean, they've both got points to prove here tonight. Of course, Eric Revenant, who wants to get a bit more consistency than he had in Season 1. And Maya Dragomir, who's obviously here to send a message to the locker room that she has arrived. Going in for the submission here. Will Eric Revenant tap? He does not. He flings Maya Dragomir off. As he now climbs to the middle rope. Sizing up Maya Dragomir. And a kick to create a bit more space. And a lovely diving neck breaker. As he now runs the ropes into a pin. Very good use of the ropes there, Eric. Nobody went for a pin with more momentum than Eric did right there. Kicks to the face of Maya Dragomir. Revenant getting her up into a driver into the pin. 1 and a kick out at 1 from Maya Dragomir. And goes for the stomp on the head. Maya Dragomir getting up in time and a running clothesline to take Eric Revenant down. Eric Revenant to the apron. Punch to send him down to the outside. And a big suplex from Maya Dragomir. moves Eric Revenant away from the ropes. And now once again, going for the submission. On Eric Revenant, will he tap this time? He does not. Still managing to power out of the hold as he climbs to the top rope. For Maya to get to her feet. And a diving code breaker from the top rope from Eric Revenant. He now goes for the springboard moonsault once more. Goes for a sliding clothesline, but Maya dodging out of the way. You can see Eric Revenant's frustration. As he pushes Maya off. Maya crawling to the ropes to try and get some distance. Gets the leg up just in time to kick the gut of Eric Revenant, who gets her up. Goes for the driver once more into the pin. It could all be over here. 1, 2, 3, and it is Eric Revenant picking up the win over Maya Dragomir in her debut. Yeah, so basically the way the sliders are actually set is it's more character specific. So, talents that are lower rated, their matches will generically not go on for as long. Try to build up that, you know, the realism of like, you know, the lower rated talents won't usually get given the time on the show to have the lower rated. So stuff like kick out stats and all that stuff are a lot more, you know, relevant than they previously were, where it was just kind of based off overall match sliders. Now it's more based off of the wrestlers' individual sliders to bring a bit more consistency. Fantasma del Sol versus Emily Foster. Well, you don't need to necessarily change her entrance. It's just like, if you're cool with me just taking the explosion off, I just do it myself. It's a lot easier. Smoke machines I'm alright with because they're common at indie shows. Like, they're not, smoke machines are that expensive, but like actual like big pyro and stuff is generically not used. Of course, as well, we will say as well that this is the second time as well in this show where we've seen a wrestler use a theme that has already previously been used by another wrestler in MCW. Of course, we had it earlier with Eric Revenant, who is using a former theme of Brad Collins, one of his 705. And you have Fantasma del Sol, who's using the song Ghost, which was previously used by Kieran Black. And we have no knowledge if Kieran Black is going to keep this theme or not. We you know, if both of them are going to have it, we don't know. Due to the fact that, you know, Kieran Black's return date from injury is currently unknown. Due to that nasty injury he sustained at Final Destination in that Black Family Fatal 4-Way. So the Mexican luchador there, wasting no time, kicking the face of Emily Hamilton. Or Foster, sorry, that's going to take some use for me to get used to the name change. Drop kick from Emily Foster. And now, will Emily Foster be able to bring some more performances this season, considering that, you know, she's now married to the current international champion of MCW, Doug Foster? Maybe having a champion at home is something that she needs. And a Hurricane Rana from Emily Foster, showing the Mexican luchador that she has elements of her own lucha libre that she can bring in if necessary. Goes for the high kick, but Emily Hamilton lay down flat on the ground there. May have hurt herself in the process. Stomping on the arm of Fantasma del Sol. Personally, that wouldn't be the approach I'd be taking. I'd be targeting those legs. Del Sol with the elbow into the high kick. Emily Foster falling to the ground. Fantasma Del Sol in the corner now. With a little spinning kick to the face. And once again sizing her up into a stomp. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Emily Foster. And Fantasma Del Sol just runs into the referee. I mean, that's certainly a choice to make, I suppose. And a coast to coast. He did say that he was going to bring this Lucha Libre style to MCW, and he is not failing to follow up on that promise. And an immediate springboard right after. The pace and the speed of Fantasma Del Sol is something that Emily Foster is finding very difficult. And another high kick from the high-flying man. But again, a Hurricane Rana from Emily Foster. The slingshot senton lands. Goes for a kick to the gut. Fantasma Del Sol with a punch. Taking Emily Foster to the corner. Not the corner, the rope, sorry. Using the ropes to target the knees. You can see Emily Foster limping after that. Thrown into the corner. An uppercut. And a brutal kick after running the top of the rope. Goes in for the pin now. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Emily Foster. She is a wrestler who we've known to have a lot of heart, a lot of fight, a lot of resiliency to stay in these matches. And a forward moon stomp from Fantasma Del Sol. And now thrown into the corner. And another uppercut. Looking for the kick once more. And it hits. Emily Foster falls to the center of the ring. Fantasma Del Sol going in for the pin. 1, 2, 3. It's all over. Fantasma Del Sol picks up a victory in his debut in MCW. And I have to say, that is some of the most entertaining wrestling I have seen in MCW in a while. Non-stop action, not even a slight ounce of tiring or exhaustion coming from Fantasma Del Sol. And he could truly be a worry amongst this roster. As now he celebrates his first ever MCW win. And here we go, Nyx Dela Cruz. And it is a difficult debut, that's for sure. I mean, she is facing someone who just recently is the most recent challenger for the International Championship. And also just imagine the pressure as well, because not only are you now having to perform in front of a new crowd, but you're also definitely going to get absolutely slated on the My Way podcast after this. Little springboard crossbody there from D-Way. Seems like he's never even left for a break, but Nick's getting the roll out the way. Pushing Nyx into the corner. Trying to take the fight as quickly as possible, but Nick's getting the elbow up. Doing a reversal, throwing it towards the ropes. Dropping down, leapfrogging over. A punch to the gut of Nyx Dela Cruz. Do you know what's also quite funny? Out of every single MCW wrestler that's ever existed, it's actually Cruz that is the most used name ever. One. Obviously outside of like obvious things like, you know, Black. I think Black is the most. Collins, and it's Collins, Cruz, and going for the pin. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Collins, Cruz, and there's another one that's been used 3 times each. I can't remember who it is. Springboard moonsault there. What would it be? An Hurricane Rana there. Minji, that's the one. Minji, yes. Minji is the other one. Thank you. There's a bunch of first names that have been used twice, but I don't think there's been any first names that have been used 3 times. DOA taking the punches now to Nick Stella Cruz. I know Noah's been used twice. Obviously Brian's been used twice, but different spellings. Oh, I don't know. I know a nickname that's obviously like surnames. You have like Reed's been used twice. Kick to the back of the head, going for the pin. 1, 2. I kick out at 2. D-Way wasted no time. I mean, I don't think any of us expected D-Way to be the type of wrestler that would take it easy on a new talent. And a big uppercut there. Springboard moonsault, but the knees up just in time from Nick Stella Cruz. And D-Way pushing Nick Stella Cruz towards the ropes. Using the ropes against the neck. As both competitors now trading blows. And you can see that Nix has a lot less energy behind her strikes than D-Way does. And no surprise that D-Way is taking full advantage of the fatigue of Nick Stella Cruz. And a big uppercut. Goes in for the pin now. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Nick Stella Cruz. As he now waits for Nix to get up. And another one of those leg kicks. 1, 2, and another kick out at 2. That's got to be a shock to D-Way. Trying to rally the crowd. Did anyone else just see D-Way's wrist tape change colour? Like, look, it just keeps changing colour. Oh god, he's magic. Fuck's sake. And now Nick Stella Cruz trying to get some of her fight in this. I didn't know 2 people had that move, but apparently they do now. Back-to-back matches where we could potentially see that move cause a victory, and a torpedo into Guri. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from D-Way. That's a conversation between you and John. That's not a thing for me. I don't really care either way. It's got nothing to do with me. Power slam from the top rope. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 again. thriving off the boos of the crowd. Shoulder tackle to Nix on the outside. Sliding underneath the ropes. Taking the fight to the outside, but Nix get right back up. Wasting no time getting back in the ring. Did she just fucking float? She did indeed just float. I love going for like a torpedo diving clothesline of some variation there, but Dewey dodging out the way and goes for a standing moonsault onto the outside of the ring. Goes to throw her back into the ring, but she reverses, being the one to throw Dewey in the ring. Goes for the grapple. Dewey tries to dodge, but Nix managed to readjust just in time. Now using the ropes as advantage. And now using the ropes into a lovely Hurricane Rana from Nix de la Cruz. I mean, there's no surprise of her bringing these Hurricane Rana style moves into her wrestling, considering she is from Mexico, the birthplace of Lucha Libre. Whilst not being a luchador directly, you know, there's no shock that elements of that have come. And another Hurricane Rana. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from D-Way. D-Way gets the elbow up now. But Nix returns with an elbow of her own. And a drop kick from the top rope from Nix de la Cruz. Both competitors on the ground, exhausted, in pain, as it would seem. For Nix de la Cruz, trying to rally behind the fans. She goes for a clothesline. D-Way ducking underneath though. Goes to throw towards the corner. But Nix reverses. D-Way managing to dodge the basement drop kick. Again going for throw. Nix, there we go, doesn't dodge it that time. As she now goes up high. And a beautiful shooting star press, goes for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from D-Way. Once again trying to feed off the energy of the crowd. Hobbling her away from one side of the ring, and a big clothesline to send D-Way outside. And once again, going for that torpedo. Clothesline, this time it lands. Right in the chest of D-Way. And she goes back into the ring now. Waiting for D-Way to return to the ring, it seems. Smartly just creating the space there to not allow D-Way to get a surprise attack on her. As D-Way gets in the ring. D-Way dodges the grapple though. Goes for the roll-up. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. D-Way nearly stealing it. And I guess that's the difference of someone that has a bit of experience within the business. And now exposing that top turnbuckle. But the referee sees it happening. Goes to put the padding back on. Now running that sliding kick one more time. Goes in for the pin. But the referee's distracted with the turnbuckle that D-Way exposed. 1, 2... And it could have been. It nearly was. If D-Way didn't try to cheat with the turnbuckle, he would have certainly got the victory there. It was more than enough time. But the frog splash from the top rope could still be enough to finish things. But he's not done there. Throws it towards the ropes. And a headbutt to the chest with that massive forehead. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. It's unbelievable how someone can kick out of that force. A rhino charge of sorts. Absolutely sensational. And Nix de la Cruz showing that she has so much fight within. Taking down the leg of D-Way. D-Way climbing to the corner. Nix de la Cruz with the drop kick to the back. Now dropping the leg. Nix de la Cruz looking to shock the crowd by getting a win over D-Way here. But you can see her hobbling, clearly injured, well not injured but hurt at least in some way. D-Way with the counter, taking her to the corner. And throwing her face first into the turnbuckle. Choking the neck with the boot. And now picking her up. Throwing her towards the corner once more. Going top turnbuckle. Looks like he was going to go for some sort of superplex. But Nick Stella Cruz fighting him off. What an incredible match between these two. Coup de grace, it looked like, to the back. And then crawling over for the pin. One. Just a kick out at one from D-Way. And D-Way fighting off. Elbows to the back of the head. And goes to throw Nick towards the ropes, but Nick's once again the same combo that he keeps getting caught by. Goes for the springboard, moonsault, but dodged. But oh, I think that was a shooting star press actually, my apologies. Dropping down, leapfrogging over, and the headbutt! That's gotta be over! 1, 2, 3, and it is! D-Way picks up the win with that charging headbutt. Incredible match between these two. Fellas, I think that these sliders might be the best decision we've ever made. We are putting on fucking bangers tonight. But do not put down the performance of Nick Stella Cruz. So much heart, so much fight, endured so much pain. Just falling a little bit short. As D-Way with that big headbutt takes home the victory. It's a mixture of everything. It's like the sliders, the new camera angle cuts and everything. Like, I do think just the indie presentation as well just brings it a bit more charm. Like, fuck, man. Oh, I'm so glad, because I worked so hard. I worked so hard on MCW all of this time for Season 2, and it's just amazing to see it all just come to fruition. It's all becoming exactly what I wanted it to be. Absolutely. And here we go. The Brotherhood versus Free Radicals. As it is Sam Aldo and Kari Kelly that will be starting as the legal participants in this match. The MD, I've responded to your message, by the way. I've only just seen it. The playtesting went fine. We could hope it pays off. Yeah, exactly. Kari Kelly tagging in Ben Brooks here. Performing a little double team on Sam Aldo here. Targeting the arm. Throwing him towards the ropes. Kick to the stomach. But Sam Aldo wasting no time getting up. Goes for Kari Kelly though, but doesn't focus on the legal partner of Ben Brooks. Those Free Radicals shouldn't be taken lightly. They are a former tag team champion. Regardless of how short their reign is, that is still a major accomplishment. The roll up here from Sam Aldo. 1. Kick out at 1 from Ben Brooks. Of course, Sam Aldo coming from a kickboxing background, I believe. Or martial arts background of some sort at the very least. I don't know if it's specifically kickboxing. Sam Aldo tags in his partner Callum Mason. Lovely double team there. Sam Aldo goes back to the apron. Getting off a little clothesline in the process. Yeah, I was going to say, Free Radicals do only have one win. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you for the follow, The Shadowed City. You're new here, but I hope that you enjoy what you're witnessing. We're currently watching the Brotherhood versus Free Radicals in tag team competition. This is the MCW debut of the Brotherhood as they face former MCW tag team champions Free Radicals here. Callum Mason, a big brute to say the least. That running senton drop onto Corey Kelly. And a kick out from Corey Kelly there. As he gets her up. Nice little pop-up punch to the face there. And the hot tag from Corey Kelly to bring Ben Brooks back into this matchup. Ben Brooks dodging out of the way with the roll, but can't escape. Never mind, seems to actually escape pretty well as he reverses. Now slamming Callum Mason's head into the turnbuckle. Runs from one corner to the other. Kick to the stomach. As this fight, Sam Aldo, the DDT from the corner, now picking Ben Brooks up, throws Ben Brooks into the corner. Looked like he was going to go on the tag with Callum, but reversed by Ben Brooks. You know, for Sam Aldo in his corner, tagging in Corey Kelly here. As they size them up. Lovely double team there. But Sam Aldo wasting no time taking the fight right back to Corey Kelly. But Corey Kelly gets the elbow up. And lifting Sam Aldo with a power slam. Tagging Ben Brooks in. And you can see what Free Radicals are doing here. They're kind of consistently managing their energy, making sure that they alternate the time. Sam Aldo getting the elbow up. They're trying to make sure the stamina is shared between both competitors. It's just return elbow after elbow, as it seems. But Sam Aldo gets Ben Brooks up. And a sit-out powerbomb. Goes in for the pin. One. And a kick out at one from Ben Brooks. Ben Brooks gets a quick punch to the gut. It's a return clothesline from Sam Aldo. Throw it into the corner here. And a headbutt. No, stop to the chest. As he now tags in Corey Kelly to take over. Again, just this maintaining of stamina that is just incredibly smart from Free Radicals. Making sure none of them get gassed out way too quickly in this match. Knee to the gut. And an axe kick into the pin here. And Callum Mason breaking the pin up. Oh, sorry for the sneeze. It's because the fan's blowing like directly on my nose. Sam Aldo throwing Corey Kelly into the corner. And we're over the middle. Turnbuckle dropping the knees into the stomach. Now Sam Aldo smartly tagging in Callum Mason. The big Welsh tank getting in the ring. Getting the knees up here. But don't let his size distract you. This man is incredibly athletic. Of course, him and Sam having that experience together. Growing up in that martial arts bagged together. Tagging Sam Aldo. You can't ask for much better teamwork, but then two men who grew up together. And lovely spinning kick from Sam Aldo to Kari Kelly. And the slingshot manoeuvre there to Kari Kelly as now he goes to the middle rope with a frog splash from the middle. Goes for the pin. One. And a kick out at one. Now tagging in Callum Mason. Doing the same thing that Free Radicals have been doing this match. Maintaining the energy. And the beats of the Bodrum to Kari Kelly, who has certainly taken a lot of damage as he flops down to the outside. And Callum Mason wasting no time trying to deal damage to Ben Brooks as well. But Ben Brooks dropping down using the ropes to assist him. But Callum Mason isn't going to take that too lightly, is he? Returns with a punch and dropping the back onto the apron. And Callum Mason sees Kari Kelly. Kari Kelly getting the high kicks up just in time. Repetitive punches to the gut. And Kari Kelly on top of the barricade. Went for the kick but got nowhere near enough distance on it. And Callum Mason clearly noticing that he doesn't have the speed advantage over Kari Kelly. What's happening here? Okay. No idea what just happened there. Sam Aldo showing off now. Goes for a springboard maneuver. Drop kick to the face of Kari Kelly. Goes for a super kick, but it's blocked by Kari Kelly, who goes for a roll-up. One. Kick out at one from Sam Aldo. And then rolling out the way once again. The speed of Kari Kelly is seeming to be too much for the Brotherhood to handle at the moment. Going for the pin. One. Two. And a kick out at two. Kari Kelly just dredging her way back to Ben Brooks for the tag. Now Ben Brooks joins this matchup. Sam Aldo using the ropes. Quick combination of strikes from the knee and from the shin. But Kari Kelly getting the sneaky hit on Sam Aldo before the ref could see. Because the ref was busy checking up on Ben Brooks there. And now, tagging in Kari Kelly. Okay. And with the tag team finisher from Free Radicals, going for the pin. One, two, and a kick out at two. But Callum Mason kicking the ref to stop the count anyways. I guess it's true, you'll do anything that is necessary for family. I need to learn what people's tag finishers are called. That's the one moves I just don't really know well in this game, is tag finishers. Like, I know what Survival Instincts is called, but that's just because it's Survival Instinct. And I move them. Repetitive kicks to the chest of Kari Kelly from Sam Aldo. As he climbs to the top rope here. Blows a kiss for the coast to coast to Kari Kelly. Kari Kelly reversing though, sending Sam Aldo to the corner. Kari Kelly not following up, wanting to get away. Create space, tagging Ben Brooks back into this match. And just staring Sam Aldo down, but maybe waited too long to capitalise. With the neck breaker from Sam Aldo. As he now brings Callum Mason into this match. And a big clothesline to send Ben Brooks falling to the outside. But he's just standing there waiting for Ben Brooks to get back in. Almost like he's just trying to taunt him. They're not prepared for the reversal of Ben Brooks. Super kick to the face. Picking Callum Mason right back up. The back body drop. He wastes no time tagging Corey Kelly back into this match. And the Claymore from Callum Mason going for the pin, but it's broken up by Ben Brooks, who immediately returns back to the apron. Corey Kelly goes to run up with the elbow, but Callum Mason gets the knees up. Face first onto the turnbuckle. Now throwing her into the corner. Corey Kelly gets the elbow up. Bringing in. It looks like another tag finisher sequence from Free Radicals to Callum Mason this time. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Callum Mason. Callum Mason will be to the bodroom once more. I will say this match has definitely gone on a lot longer than the test matches did, but I don't think it's the end of the world. You know, having a lengthy match in a show is always going to help its quality anyway, so. But we knew the tag matches in normal tags were going to be lower. And a spear from nowhere from Ben Brooks. From absolutely nothing, as he now climbs to the top rope, and the splash. And all of a sudden this could be the win for Free Radicals, but Callum Mason breaks it up. That was a moment of brilliance from Ben Brooks. Corey Kelly tagged in the ring now. Trying to make sure they've got as much energy as possible to capitalise on that incredible moment of magic from Ben Brooks. Sam Aldo reversing though, sending Corey Kelly into the corner instead of going for the tag. And the suplex from the top rope. Sam Aldo now himself on the top rope as he looks for the moonsault. And then picks her up. Sends into the corner as they go for the Shadow Machine. In for the pinfall now, but Ben Brooks breaks it up. How many breakups do they have now? Because they're now on 2 each. Is it 2 or is it 3? Goes for the elbow. But Corey Kelly rolls out of the way. Throws Callum Mason into the ring. And now just this time no finisher, just a simple tag team, double team maneuver from the two. Kicks to the stomach of Callum Mason. Going in for the pin now. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 for Callum Mason. Sam Aldo trying to hint for the tag there. And that motivation seemed like enough for Callum Mason to get some more energy back into himself. Reversal from Ben Brooks though as the throw into the corner has gone to happen. Ben Brooks though not risking it. Now tagging in Corey Kelly again, just having this consistent rotation. I think it's free. I've barely ever seen matches used on Aldo. Yeah, I think it's a thing if they have free, but I feel like there is a timer of like between them, of which you can use how long you can go without them. Because there was points in this match where a finisher was hit and then a pinfall went and then the other person didn't even come in the ring. So I think there might be like a timer. Going top rope, big elbow from a big man. Now tagging in Sam Aldo. And a lovely torpedo kick to the face And now go for the springboard. Phenomenal forearm, actually, sorry. Thought it was a Superman punch, but it wasn't. Going for the pin. And Ben Brooks breaks it up. Free radicals, though, now by MCW tag rules. They cannot interrupt a pinfall or a submission any more times. So free radicals are now down to their last. They've got to put hope in whoever is left in the match. Hikari Kelly can't get that speed up. And a desperate clothesline from Aldo. As he now goes to the middle rope. Feeding from the energy of the crowd in attendance. But it's caught by Hikari Kelly, who returns with a falling power bomb. Goes for a kick there, but it's dodged by Sam Aldo. It's then dodged by Hikari Kelly. Sent into the corner. Goes for a spinning kick, but Hikari Kelly moves out the way now. Thrown against the ropes. Kick to the chest of Sam Aldo. As Hikari Kelly tags Ben Brooks in. So he feeds off the energy of the crowd, runs clothesline to the back. As he now climbs to the middle rope. Sizing Sam Aldo up. And a kick to the chest for distance purposes. And a huge shotgun drop kick. But the ref has been knocked down by the flying body of Sam Aldo. Thrown into the corner now. And another double team maneuver here. A Samoan drop there from Hikari Kelly as she's now the legal competitor. Sam Aldo looking for the hot tag, but just gets gassed out. Can't dodge the stomp on the back of the head. One, and a kick out. Or a breakup, sorry, for Callum Mason. Both teams now used all breakups in this match. So it's now about trusting the legal competitor. Thrown into the corner. Hikari Kelly repeated kicks to the stomach. And now an elbow to the back. Reversal from Sam Aldo. And now using the ropes to put the knees through Hikari Kelly. Once again going for the ropes, but it's reversed. I do wish the Irish whip reversals weren't as big in tag matches. It does seem to happen every time. Sam Aldo, sorry. Putting her against the ropes. Tagging in Callum Mason. Callum Mason getting energized now. Taking a strike to Hikari Kelly. Throwing her against the ropes. And a huge clothesline. Hikari Kelly staggering to the corner. Now going for the pin. Ben Brooks can't interfere. 1, 2, 3. And the Brotherhood pick up the win on their MCW debut. And that was a hectic match that went on for a while. Yeah, it is a shame it was a normal move. But is the clothesline not a normal move? Is the clothesline not like a finisher signature thing that he did? The diving clothesline? Because, like, I guess you could just use the logic of he just didn't go for the pin instantly. But an incredible, well thought out battle. And the Brotherhood have not only picked up a win in their debut, but they've beaten a former MCW Tag Team Champion team. Nope, it's not, to be honest. Oh, I thought it was. Oh. Alright, here we go. Frankie Vendetta versus Senta Inamura. Senta going for the big clothesline, but Frankie dodging out the way. And I can't believe it's taken this long for the first occasion of chain wrestling in MCW. A big front power slam from Senta Inamura. A quick kick to the head from Frankie Vendetta. who lifts up Centre. But Centre wriggling his way out of the grip. And a big clothesline to take him down to the back of the leg. Goes for a big high kick, but it's dodged by Frankie Vendetta, who returns with chop after chop after chop to the chest of Centre. And a big kick sends him right back down to the ground. And a huge clothesline to take down Frankie Vendetta. Hangs it over the ropes. Forward to the back, go for the pin early. One. And kick out at one. As Chain Wrestling links up once more. Frankie Vendetta overpowers. And a diving shoulder tackle. Centre getting the elbow up to Frankie. Picking Frankie up now. Dropping his face first onto the top turnbuckle. Going for the pin once more. One. Kick out at one. A huge spine buster there. Or like a falling spine buster. I actually don't know what it was called. Turns it into more charging over. Turns of an open-handed shot. Headbutt. Another quick kick. And a return combination of strikes to send Centre down to the ground on the outside. Now targeting the face of Frankie Vendetta, who's not afraid to get violent when needed. Wasting no time, throwing Centre back into the ring now. Climbs back in. Centre with a big punch there to take Frankie down to his knees. And Centre Inamura gets Frankie Vendetta up. And a buckle bomb from Centre Inamura. But Frankie fights out of that. And twisting the arm, planting Centre back down to the ground. Clotheslines to the front and back of Centre Inamura. And winding up one final to take him down. And Centre getting the elbow up. Throwing Frankie Vendetta into the corner. And running a big body splash to Frankie Vendetta. But Frankie gets right back up. But a huge uppercut from Centre Inamura. Wait for Frankie to get to his feet. He goes to pick him up, but it's reversed into a backdrop from Frankie Vendetta. Frankie with a spine buster to Centre Inamura. As Frankie Vendetta now climbs to the top rope. A swanton bomb into the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Dodging out of the way of the elbow from Frankie Vendetta. And now lifting Frankie high above. Planting him right back down to the mat. Now climbing to the middle rope. Centre Inamura right now. Double axe handle from Centre Inamura. Frankie Vendetta rolls right back up though. Clothesline. Centre gets the knee up. So far, well fought out battle between these two. So now we're putting Frankie onto the top rope. And a superplex from center Inamura to Frankie Vendetta. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Frankie Vendetta. Senta Inamura clearly frustrated. Thought that was all it. Now running the ropes. And a big boot which busts Frankie Vendetta open. As he climbs to the top rope. Goes for a big elbow, but it's dodged out the way. And a knee from Frankie, who is bloodied up now. Takes too much time to size up Senta, who gets a quick kick. Senta showing off to the crowd. As now both men change blows. But Frankie's the one who gets the advantage here. He does have the speed advantage over Senta. You know, the size difference, Senta's size making him move a lot more slowly and less agile than Frankie. But it does mean that those punches will probably hit harder. And Senta asking for the chop there. Both men exchanging fists to the head. Neither man gaining advantage. But Senta with the burning hammer to Frankie Vendetta out of nothing. Moving Frankie away from the ropes here. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Frankie still alive in this one. As he crawls over to the corner. Oh, but that's not where you want to be against Senta Inamura. And a buckle bomb into the referee. And a leg drop. And Frankie Vendetta with the roll up. 1, 2, 3. But the referee is knocked down. And a clothesline from Senta Inamura. As he goes for a second burning hammer, and it lands once more. Doesn't go for the pin, sees that the referee is still knocked down, trying to get any extra damage that he can, and a big uppercut. Now goes for the pin as soon as he sees the referee up. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Frankie Vendetta. Senta going to the middle rope, going for the elbow, but Frankie rolls out the way. But Senta manages to catch in the suplex. Middle rope once more for the elbow, but dodged again. You'd think that Senta would learn the first 3 times that Frankie dodged. But clearly not. Senta rolling his way towards the ropes to help himself stand back up. Frankie Vendetta now using the neck against the ropes. As he climbs top rope. And the Swanton Bomb. Could he do it here? 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Senta Inamura. Trying to get more energy back in this match. Runs from the corner into a running bulldog. Goes in for the pin on Senta. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Senta Inamura. And now Frankie Vendetta picking up Senta Inamura towards the ropes, and a huge clothesline. And now he's going top rope once again, looking for another Swanton Bomb. And it lands. In for the pin once more. This could all be over. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 again from Senta. Frankie Vendetta can't believe what he is seeing. Running Senton. And Senta Inamura gets the leg up. He picks Frankie up now. And the hammerlock lariat into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Senta Inamura picking up the win in his debut in a hard-fought battle against Frankie Vendetta. What a fucking match. And here you saw Frankie thought he'd saved himself climbing up, but goes for the buckle bomb, but for some reason the referee just runs right in the way, which actually cost Frankie and Senta both, because Frankie got the roll up, but the referee was still knocked down. But it's that hammerlock lariat that gets the victory for Senta Inamura. Bruised and battered, but in his own mind still flawless. Oh. Big stars in the company. All right. 2 big stars. It does look like, I will say, it does look like Noah Morrison's lost a tiny bit of weight. Not loads, he's still a massive unit, but he definitely has lost some over the time of the break. With the neck breaker. Would hopped off of the train. And the roll up here from Olivia Black, still using those Black family heritage lessons in roll up. No one rolls up like the Black family does. Chain wrestling engaged between these two. And a big clothesline from Noah Morrison. As he continues to take the fight to Olivia Black. It also has been noted that it is a bit strange as well to most of the fans that Olivia is the only Black family member to appear on this card tonight. Which definitely surprised some fans online, considering the importance the Black family holds to MCW. And the roll up here. Kick out the 4-1 from Noah Morrison. That is true, Noah does know the Black family, he does have a good winning ratio over them. And a submission locked in there from Olivia. That's something new. And a DDT. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. How did he do that? Is that even in his moveset? Or oh, he might have Move Thief actually. I didn't even think of that. He could have Move Thief. I swear that's Olivia's finisher. Oh, it goes for the shoulder barge, but Olivia with the power slam. And now exchanging blows. Olivia takes immediate advantage, getting 2 hits back to back. But Noah Morrison catches. But so does Olivia. Both the players know exactly. Olivia wanting, inviting, but Noah Morrison inviting back. Exchanging blows, and Olivia takes the advantage. And Olivia lifting the big man up and planting down into a driver. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. And now locking in the rear naked choke. The sleeper hold on Noah Morrison. Releasing the hold though. And a stunner from Olivia Black as she taunts Noah Morrison. Goes for a headbutt, but Noah Morrison gets the uppercut to counter. Taking Olivia to the ropes. And using all of his power to slam Olivia down to the mat face first. As Noah's stalking his prey. And gets her up. And it's huge. I don't even know what that move's called actually. Going for the pin. 1, 2. And a kick out at 2. And a front power slam. And the side slam. 1, 2. And a kick out at 2 for Olivia. And Olivia with a spinning side slam to Noah Morrison. Trying to show to Noah that whatever you could do, I could do it even better. But could that kind of cockiness to try and prove that you are the best get in her way of winning this match? Noah Morrison rolls out of the way. But caught by the DDT, the wheelbarrow DDT caught. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Noah Morrison. And this would be huge for Olivia Black to be a former world champion. Goes for the headbutt, but clearly takes a bit of damage herself there, considering the size of the noggin of Noah Morrison. Noah Morrison rolling out the way. Kick to the gut from Olivia. Dodged out of the way by Noah, who returns a massive punch to take her down. Goes middle rope, big splash. Not the kind of man you want jumping all of their weight onto you. The big shouldered barge from Noah Morrison. Making his way to the outside as he watches Olivia start to roll out, not even giving her a second to let up. Goes for the running knee, but it's blocked, and a headbutt again from Olivia. Looks like she nearly tumbled backwards, tumbled over backwards from that. Quick kick to the chest, stomp to the ankle. Goes for the other ankle, but Noah Morrison rolls out of the way. Goes for a chop, but it's blocked. Thrown right into the barricade. Back first. Then a big knee to the chin of Noah Morrison. I will say it's definitely been Olivia Black that's been in charge more. And a Superman punch on the outside of the ring. As she just stares down her opponent. Bit of an odd choice, not really capitalising. Still not capitalising. Waits for Noah to get back up. But nonetheless, the wheelbarrow DDT. Maybe she was just stalking, waiting for that moment to get that DDT off. And now throws him back into the ring, where you assume she's going to go in for the pin, and she does. 1, 2, 3. Olivia Black takes home the win over former All-Star champion Noah Morrison. And that is a big win for the career of Olivia Black. As she stands tall after an impressive win against a former world champion. But at the end of the day, when you talk about former world champions, or well, just world champions in general, you've got to be looking at that main event championship. As the referee holds high, Masaki Ryoki, current All-Star champion. MD Silver, current world champion. But only one of them will be champion here. Excuse me? What the fuck? Why is this? How do I get rid of that? Okay. Cheers, Andre, mate, but no. You're all good. you can stay away. You do not need to cash in, brother. They need to find a way to turn that off so it doesn't like ruin the time when he does eventually cash in, you know. Design the title looks great. No, I all the titles that we use in this season I commissioned someone for. Paid someone to do them because I just didn't have the time because I was too busy working with everything else. Did that actually happen, or was it just giving me the option? It was giving me the option to do it. I know I have it turned off so that the AI can't do it on its own. It has to give me permission, but yeah. But of course, there is actually more history than people want to give credit between these two. Of course, not only having very similar rises through MCW, you know, multiple reinventions between the two. And it's their current variations that have got themselves to the positions they're at, both holding World Championship glory. But they're also both part of factions that they fit, and not only were they both part of those factions, but each of them are the only ones remaining from those factions, and the driver from MD Silver to Masaki Ryoki. But these two have actually faced off once before, one-on-one, since the reinventions of each other in the MCW World Cup quarter-finals. It was Masaki Ryoki that came out on top there, and she'll obviously be looking to do the same here. And it is worth noting as well, if MD Silver beat Masaki Ryoki, he would have made it to the semi-finals, potentially won the World Cup himself, but more importantly, if he was simply in that semi-finals, he probably, and a Kamigoye, and he probably wouldn't have been booked in a tag match, where obviously the turn of Francis Sharp would have happened. because he would have been preoccupied in the semis and potentially the finals during that show. Goes for the black mass, but it's caught by MD Silver. From Mizaki Ryoki. She paces around MD Silver. Climbs up to the top rope. Getting MD Silver to get up. Goes for a DDT, but MD Silver stepping out of the way. MD Silver planting Mizaki down. Going in for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Again, the winner of this will be the inaugural MCW World Champion for Season 2. And he's always setting up for that Torpedo Moscow that we've seen win so many matches for him, and it lands. Goes in for the pin. 1, and a kick out at 1 from Mizaki. Climbs to the top rope. Plants right back down onto Mizaki. Goes to the pin once more. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Mizaki Ryoki. MD Silver with all of the control at the moment. Give it a slingshot senton. And now initiating trading blows with Mizaki. I cannot overstate how much this match means to both competitors. I mean, MD Silver, it's about rising against all of those that have betrayed him, turned on him, showing that he doesn't need the help of anyone else, that he can get there on his own. And Mizaki, of course, she cut that promo earlier today, directed towards MD Silver, where she specified what this match and that belt means to her. But it's MD Silver with the advantage after the trading blows, taking Mizaki into the corner. Power slam on the ring. But Mizaki smartly rolling towards the ropes to prevent MD Silver from doing whatever it was he was planning. MD throwing Mizaki into the referee. And a Kamigoye from Mizaki. Goes to the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. She pays respects to the crowd in attendance. Then Meteora into the corner. And now rolling him over. Goes for the legs of MD, but MD pushes her off. MD going to the corner, looking for another Torpedo Moscow, I assume. No, he isn't. Just a big running knee. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Mizaki. Mizaki goes to the quick kick, but MD Silver catches. A big drop kick there from MD Silver to Mizaki. Now picking her up. Stomps to the side, and into the face. Wrenching the arm. Dropping the knees into the back. MD has been in almost complete control in this match. A couple of Kamigoyes did catch him off guard, but 1, 2, and another kick out at 2 from Mizaki. You see the face paint withering away on the face of Mizaki Ryoki. Mizaki with the reversal to throw MD ringside, or on the apron, sorry. Tries to reach him down to the ringside though, but MD with the reversal. Mizaki with the reversal. Black mass from Mizaki into the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from MD Silver. MD climbing back to his feet, using the corner as assistance. Goes for mobile kicks, but it's moved out the way as MD Silver goes from hyping himself up in that corner, and now stumbles back over to Mizaki. Goes for the chop, and Mizaki gets the arms up. Goes for a move of her own, but the Torpedo Moscow once again, out of nothing this time, goes for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Mizaki once more. And Mizaki just has to be running low on fumes at the moment. This match has been mostly MD Meteora of his own. Picking Mizaki up now. Throwing Mizaki into the corner. Got a quick kick returning into the corner. Using the ropes to assist the targeting of the leg. And now multiple kicks to the face. Running the ropes. And a big kick straight to the chin. Going in for the pin now on MD Silver. 1, 2. And a kick out at 2 from MD Silver. MD crawling his way back up from that corner. And tossed into the ring post. I mean, nothing shows more desperation than that. MD Silver dazed. Mizaki moving him away from the ropes. She's now looking for the Muta lock. And it's locked in. Will MD Silver tap? And MD Silver taps out to Mizaki Ryoki, who is the inaugural MCW World Champion. I'll be honest, even as the person who runs Mizaki, don't think she deserved that in the slightest. I'm going to be so real. Like, I know she hit a bunch of signatures and finishes, but I think what made it a bit mid is the fact that she barely actually went for pins, so MD only kicked out at like 2 pins. But Mizaki holding the belt. As the inaugural champion. Getting some image